Hey guys, I have another instalment on the PlayCable project for you this afternoon. So the overall project kind of breaks into three. The first bit that I haven't shared anything with thus far is all about the reverse engineering of the PlayCable technically and the documentation of its internals. So that's to come. The second bit that I have shared in the previous video is then using that technical information to drive a normal play cable with a fake stream and fool it into thinking that it's being fed a signal from a cable TV station. And the third part that I'm going to share with you today is about writing a menu system that acts in the way that the menu system did in 1980 to 83. So as you'll be aware, we don't have the menu program that was used at the time. It was streamed along with the games from a central server through the cable system. So what we have done is that I've used the one black and white photo that it seems to exist of the PlayCable splash screen, and I've also worked with Dave 1D Marks and his recollections of using the PlayCable back in the early 80s to create something that looks like and mimics the behaviour of the menu system as he recalls it. Obviously I'm very grateful for Dave 1D Marks for his contribution and his willingness to help me put together something. Without him this would not have been possible. So what we have here, what you're looking at, is a hacked version of JZIN TV. It's been changed so that in addition to loading a ROM, which in this case is the bootstrap ROM that's built into the PlayCable, it will also load a file containing all of the PlayCable streams. So that is multiple channels, each channel containing one or more games. And then together with the PlayCable bootstrap ROM, it will then present the stream to the master component or to the correct address in memory, so that it can fake the PlayCable being attached. So with that kind of introduction, let's restart the emulator and see what happens. Okie dokie then. So obviously this splash screen is taken largely from the black and white photo with Dave 1D Marks' recollections of the colour scheme, etc., and the flashing stars. And the audio has been transcribed from the recordings that he made back in the early 80s. So if we tap the disc, then we start to get a list of games that we can choose from. We just use 1 through 4 to make our game selection off the keypad. The game listing that you can see here, with 1 or 2 exceptions that we will come to, is taken from the March 1983 PlayCable roster that you can find on Atari Age. So we can step through the games and see what was available back then. March actually was not a very good month. On this screen I've changed a couple of the games so that we can see some 8K games in action. And then once we get to the final screen, if we keep pressing the disc, we get back to the splash screen again. Okay, so let's load a game and see it run. So in case you kind of hadn't worked this out, the short dings that you hear are the play cable searching for the start of the game on the screen, on the stream, and then the long dings occur as the play cable has found the start of the game and it's then loading it. So basically one long ding equates to 4K decals of game that have been loaded. So we get straight through here to the title screen of baseball, and then we can play the game. And everything kind of works as you would expect. If we reset, then the play cable will then tune back to the channel that let's turn that down. Back to the channel that contains the menu and reload it. As you can see, the menu is quite small. It's less than 2K, so it doesn't take very long to load. The music will play through exactly once and then stop, but will continue while you're choosing your game. Now, if we go through, we can then see some of the larger games working, so we can choose Burger Time, for example. Now what actually happens when you make a selection is that the menu program is handing control back to the ROM, the bootstrap ROM that's inside the play cable, and effectively it's making a request to please tune to a particular channel amongst the channels that contain the game, and then to load the game, a specific game, off that channel, in this case Burger Time. So oops, oh no, helps if you see the window. There we go. So now this time, because the game is 8K long, we have a longer search time before we find the beginning of it, and then we load 8K, so all 8 blocks turn white. And as you can see, Burger Time loads fine, and it will play fine too. Yeah. So there isn't any technical reason, at least from the perspective of the play cable adapter itself, why 8K games would not have worked, providing of course they have a standard memory map. Yeah, so there we go. This is kind of the second phase of this project. I hope you're enjoying it. Cheers.